Good afternoon, everybody. It's match day and it's SAFC Fan TV, and you're going to be watching along with me, unfortunately for you. But if you can't stand the commentary on, or you just simply can't get the game, then I'll have to do. So the teams are out. Get your thoughts in the chat, what you think of the team changes. The team's here on the side. Patterson, Hume, Ballard, O'Nien, Helder, Neil, Ekwa, Roberts, Barr, Clark, Rusin. I think it's a positive lineup. The fact that we've been saying they should rest Job for ages, and he actually is doing, as long as he doesn't bring him on after 5 minutes. That's the main thing, I suppose. Already in the chat, we have Rusty Mackham in Gran Canaria. He says, yes, Job on the bench at last. Let's go for it. Get a hat full. Hopefully just a game with pace and fluid, exciting footy to watch. Let's hope so. Brian Scotia Mackham says, totally agree, Rusty. How are the lads? Ian Wilkinson in there says, also agree, Rusty. Interesting. Barr has his place. And Paul Graham's in there. He says, hi, how are things? Things are great. I'm on my own today. They've left me on my own. To my own devices. So presenter, director, technical guy. So if anything goes wrong tonight, it's all me this afternoon even. So yes, on the substitute bench, we have Bishop, Pembele, Job, Hamir, Burstow, Mundell, Aushish, Sealt and Rigg. Strong bench. I'd love to see Mundell come on. I expect to see Job come on. Because there's no way we can go 90 minutes without him being on the pitch, according to this regime. So we shall see. Dean SAFC says, give Rigg a go. Yes, I couldn't agree more. He's shone every time he has come on for the team. So it'd be nice to see him come on, but unless we're 2-3-0 up, I can't see that happening. The Bristolian Mackham's in the house. All right, Mike. All right, Bristolian Mackham, how are you doing today? 30 people have you joined me already. Great. So we've just got to waffle on basically for the next 10 minutes before the game kicks off. And then you can just listen to my poor attempt at a commentary. So get your questions in now if you would like to ask anything. Let us know what you think of this lineup. Is this positive? Do you think O'Nien should still be at centre-back? That's the one for me. If you saw our Thursday night live, Terry came up with a prediction for the team or what he thinks it should be. And O'Nien was pushed to the central defensive midfielder with Neil and Ekwa up in front of him. And then you've got Sealt in at the back. And you've got a back four there. So love the new setup, Mike. Yes, I'm trying. Listen, in about a month to 2 months time, we're moving house. I will have a studio. A studio, soundproof, no babies crying in the background. So I apologise if you hear all that. Bristolian Mackham says, not too bad, thanks. Conrad Lee says, away the lads, multiple times. Ian Wilkinson, hi, Mike. You think Barr will play behind Rusin or alongside? I think the way he's got this set up, I think Barr's staying on that right-hand side. And Roberts and Ekwa are behind Rusin sort of thing. So you might see him and Roberts cross over a lot. That could either work really well and they could link up really well, or they'll end up tripping over each other and playing the same position. Hopefully, they link up really well. And it's a bit like Roberts was with Ahmad. I know that's a touchy name to mention at the moment, but their partnership was unreal. And I see that kind of, what we saw from Ahmad, I see that kind of potential in Barr. So if we could find that partnership, that link up between them two, you'd be hard pressed to drop Roberts or Barr if they start linking up well. Raza Clark got a feeling for a 2-0 today. Mara, what we say around my parts, Mara. 2-0. I hope the Sunderland, you mean. I can't remember what my prediction was now. I think I was really positive. I think I said 3-0 for this one. After seeing the lineup, I'm going to go 3-1, potentially 3-2. I don't think we can keep a clean sheet until we've got O'Nien back in midfield and proper centre-backs in. So, just my 2 cents. Marion Trowles, hello, Mike, footy friend. Footy friends. I like it. Leslie Thompson says 2-1 to the lads today. It's kind of a consensus here. Those who think 2-0, 2-1, who's your goal scorers? That's the question. Now we've seen the lineup, who do you think the goal scorers will be? I know the safety is always to say Clark, but not so much recently. So what do you think? Who do you think is going to score? They've got quite a few threats as well, Plymouth. I've not actually seen their lineup yet. Have they got a full squad out? I can't see. Let's see if I can have a quick look. Right, okay, here's their lineup at the moment. Hazard in goal, then Phillips, Gibson, Galloway across the back. It looks like a back three. 3-4-3, according to Google. Mumba, Yarby, Forshaw, Miller, and then the three up is Devine, Hardy, and Whittaker. I believe Whittaker's one of the big goal threats for them. Leslie Thomas says Rusin and Ekwar for the goals. I'd love to agree with you on Ekwar, but why are we playing him further back again? It feels like he's going to be... If he's alongside Dan Neil in that defensive midfielder, no chance. He doesn't suit there. But if he's pushing forward more, where he should be more of an attacking midfield role, yes, definitely. We've got to play to his strengths, and that's definitely his strengths. So, 8 minutes till kickoff. Nervy times, nervy times. It's all... it's literally every point counts right now. If we don't make the playoffs at least, then there's going to be massive upheaval. There's got to be massive changes made. Somebody come and buy our club for a lot of money and invest that money. Come on, guys, get some more chat in there. Help me out so I'm not talking to myself. You're going to hear that for 90 minutes. Let's get some of your opinions in between. Ian says Whittaker did an out against Leeds. Yeah, but that's a bit of a much higher opposition, right? I mean, you've got to look at what their league form is. Plymouth haven't lost in the league since the end of December. So in 2024, they've not lost in the league. So that's scary. Curse of the commentator, shouldn't say these things. I know. Where's our Canadian friend? I hope you've got all 7 devices on us. I keep saying us like Conrad's here. I'm sure he's here in spirit or in the comments somewhere. Where are you all watching from as well? Let me know where you're tuning in from today. Martin Gibson in Turkey, SAFC not working. Going to have to watch it on Plymouth's channel. Oh dear. Well, that's fine. It's just the biased commentary. You've got to ignore the biased commentary, mute that, and listen to my terrible commentary as well, Martin. There you go. Action plan sorted. Good news that Rusin is starting. Yes. Another. Let's throw myself under the massive bus here. Rusin started last time against these, and we lost 2-0. But that was before we actually started scoring goals. So hopefully it's different now. Viv is watching from a very wet Hertfordshire. Excellent. I'm in Lancashire, and it's equally as wet, equally as cloudy, equally as miserable. That's funny that you say the SAFC one has gone down, because I've literally just had the same thing. Interestingly enough. Time to give Silta run out in place of 09. And you're watching Costa del Bernhope. That's Ian and Kevin Green, who are the lads from Worthing. Raza Clart, watching from Croydon. We do get around, us Mackhams, don't we? We do get around. Same here in Jarrow. Oh, Jarrow. Isn't that very black and white around there, the area? He must be a minority around there, I believe. Bristolian Mackham. My cousin and auntie live there. Where's that? Canada? Jarrow? Croydon? There's been many places mentioned. You'll have to elaborate on that one. 38 people watching. There won't be loads in today. I'm sure most of you are all at the game. But if you are in, make sure you hit the like button. If we could get to 100 likes by the end of this stream, that would be awesome. So, oh, Lancashire. They're enjoying the great Lancashire weather with me then, are they, Bristolian Mackham? If you've not subscribed as well, don't forget to hit subscribe to SAFC Fan TV. Literally content every week without fail. And even more with the shorts that are out now as well. So make sure you keep an eye on them. Leslie Thompson, think it's a bit of both, but I'm from Sunderland. It's a bit of both. Ian Wilkinson must be freezing. Flag wavers got top coats on. It's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly. Keep an eye out if you see any of the SAFC Fan TV crew in the crowd there. It's always good to take a screenshot and embarrass them with that, just as they're, picking the nose or what have you. Not long to go. Bear in mind, if you are watching this as well, there's always a chance that you're a minute or two ahead of me. So if there's a goal, try and refrain from shouting and commenting goal instantly. Wait till you see my reaction. Then it'll be a bit more honest. But I know you'll still do it, so I ask anyway. All right, the teams are coming out now. It's very misty there today. It's got quite a layer of fog over the stadium. I'd hate to be in the cheap seats at the top. You might not see it all. Lots of the faithful filling up the seats. Go away, Ian. You're not funny. We're scoring off the bench. That would be a good one. The thing is, if we bring Job on and he does score, then he'll just be starting again every other game. I don't know. You got to find that balance, like who's an impact sub, who's a 90-minute player. What I'm liking is the new signing, Hjelder, has bright yellow hair. So whoever's tuned into my commentary before, sometimes I'm like that. Who's that? Is that Neil? Is that 09? And I'm struggling. I will know when he's got the ball, guaranteed. So no problems there. If we could write to the Sunderland team and ask them to all have a different colour hair, make my job a lot easier. Good stuff. Good stuff. Taking them jackets off. I want one of those jackets. What do we think of the people that are in here just before kickoff? What do we think of the old badge and people talking about bringing that back? I quite like the mix we've got at the moment where we've still got the new badge, but we're using a bit of the old badge on things. Let's just double check. Never liked. I preferred the old badge, definitely. But the problem you've got now is surely it's too integrated to fully change back to the old badge. Think of the gates at the stadium. Think of all the signage, scarves, everything. People, it's just insane. I like having a bit of the old along with it. Coin toss now. I prefer the old badge. Move on. They have a new badge today. Bristolian back, and the new one looks much like the Mags badge. Oh, wash your mouth out with soap, Bristolian Mackham. Not at all. Not at all. Here we go, ready for kickoff. Got the coffee ready. Cleared the frog out the throat. Let's try and keep you abreast of what's going on. It's Bar with the kickoff here. Just waiting. Yeah, Roberts is at the right. It does look like Bar's in the centre. Oh, and we're off early here. So Ballard over 209. Plymouth pushing up high, a bit of early pressure on Sunderland, on playing a very high line there. Roberts back to Ballard. Oh, doesn't get it away. Plymouth with possession now inside our third. That was a bit poor, that, to be fair. Making a run down this left-hand side, delivers a cross into the box. Oh, Yelder had no idea the guy was behind him by the looks of it. But yeah, got a head on it. It went well over. We're safe. But early opportunity straight away for Plymouth. Sunderland need that wake-up slap, I think. Yeah, Ian saying Bars up front with Rusin. Hume very poor there. Yeah, definitely. That is not working for me. Let's go back to that one. This one might be a touch behind, but it's better quality. Well, it's not a touch behind, it's loads behind. Christ. To persevere. 47. Yeah, got to be about 10 seconds behind here. I think it's the only way to remain with a good quality. So if you are listening to the commentary and watching the game, I'm sorry, but I will be 10 seconds behind here. Cross out here now. We've got a counter-attack there. While the EFL camera people were watching the replays, there was a counter-attack on, but Clark's been flagged offside. Yep. Bars on the attack here. Yeah, it is offside. Just about looks like it. Weird angles, but you know. Joseph Morrison right now on Argyle TV. Long ball from Plymouth Argyle keeper. 209 heads it back. Not very comfortable for Patterson, but he slides in and picks it up. Short distribution again, even when there's under pressure. This is where we fail and lack. Oh, look at that. What is going on? It's just a signal thing. There's not much I can do at the moment apart from try and persevere with it. Every time there's a bit of a signal delay, it then freezes and then comes back. But each time it's putting me behind slightly. Yeah. 09, long ball forward. Searching for Rusin. Looked to be offside, but he's not. Drops down for Clark. Back to Rusin. Loses possession in the centre. Ekwah picks up the loose ball low. Neil to Roberts. Roberts got options right and left of him. Goes all the way back now to Ballard. Up on the right with Roberts again. Through to Ekwah in the centre. Ekwah loses the possession. Roberts nearly picked it up, but looks like Neil there to mop up the pieces to Hjelde on the left-hand side. He's got Barr making a run in front of him. He wanted the through ball, but Hjelde wanted him to come to it. Loses possession. The counter-attack is well cut out. It's back to 09. To Clark. Clark across all the way to Ballard at the back. Sunderland looking a bit more in control of this possession now. Hume, Ballard. Pressure on Ballard. Puts it all the way back to Patterson. Patterson to 09. 09 to Hjelde. Hjelde inside to Dan Neil. Dan Neil turning to make a run, make an attack happen here. He's got Barr. He delivers it to Barr. Barr's got Clark to his left. Clark's asking for it. Clark's got it on the left-hand side. Looks to deliver one low and hard, but Plymouth defender gets a knee to it and puts it out for a corner. 40 people in the stream. Thank you for joining me. Apologise, I'm slightly behind everyone else on this at the moment. Ian Wilkinson. Barr done more in 3 minutes than Job all game. Lovely. Freeze up again. That's exactly what we need. Hjelde now to Ekwah. Missed the corner, I'm afraid. It decided to freeze on me. Barr loses possession in the centre. If you've got the baby crying in the background, I apologise. Beale crying. Great touch by fans. Clap for his Pauline. Okay. Right. Where are we at? Neil back to Ballard. Ballard with it. High pressure here from Plymouth, but we still insist on playing it out from the back. Patterson hoofs one over to Hjelde. He gets a boot to it. Luckily, we retain possession there. Neil, long ball forward to find Clark, who's running one-on-one. Slid in by the Plymouth Argyle player. Great tackle on his part, to be fair. Sunderland throw at this near side. That was Gibson from Plymouth. Quick throw taken by Clark to Hjelde. Hjelde back to 09. Back to Ballard. We keep pulling it back every time we're up high. Wrong way, lads. Wrong way. And I get we're trying to draw them out, but long ball forward finds Rusin on the right, I believe. Rusin battling with his man, looking for support. Support's coming up in this, looking like Roberts. Overlap there by Hume. Delivers one into the centre, but nobody can get on the end of it. Clark now chasing his man. Barely touches him. Literally puts a hand on him and he goes flying down. I'm not sure if that was a throw given. Mumbo just went down like a... He literally put his hand on him, touched him. Ridiculous. The score is 0-0. Ciao from Italy. Nice. Ciao, Bella. Let me get a score up there for you so people know. Quickly. Right, let's pop that on there. There you go. Covers my name, but never mind. Right. Long ball forward from the Plymouth goalkeeper, head by 09. It's a bit of tennis back and forth here at the moment. Oh, looks like a head injury. I'm not sure if that was a high foot from Bar. I'm not sure how Bar can get a high foot. He's not tall enough, right? Let's have a look at this. The replay is coming back to him. Oh, no, his foot is up, but it's around his midsection height and it catches his hand. One of those. He can't card him for that. Get out. Yellow card for Bar early on. Got to be careful now. Yes, Ian said booked. You are ahead of me, Ian. Shh, behave. Right. 49 people tuned in. We are 10 minutes in. Well, 9.5 minutes into the game. You might be 10.5 minutes in, but I'm not. And it's Plymouth with a free kick halfway inside their own half. And the cameraman just stares at, Plymouth manager for 10 minutes while the free kick's being taken. So not sure what happened, but it's ended up back with the Plymouth goalkeeper. Long ball forward here. Yelder on the end of it. Gets ahead trying to find Clark, but it goes out for a throw. Plymouth throw on this near side, just inside their own half. Beale has a hand out of his pocket. Urgent. He has a hand out of his pocket. Oh, only for a moment. It's gone back. Never mind. Throw from Plymouth here now. Bar putting pressure on early. He's got to be careful, though, Bar. He's already on a yellow card. We do not need to go down to 10 in this one. Plymouth swapping sides now, going all the way across. Hume with his man. Delivers one goes into the side netting. Not sure if that was a shot or a delivery, but it went straight into the side netting. That Mumba seems to have all the control on that side. So we've got to watch for that one there. He's going to look. Plymouth are really high here, yet we're still set up to do a short distribution. It's insane. Take advantage of that push up. There we go. A long ball forward. There we go by Patterson. It's what we need to see. A bit more judgment calls from him. That's where his experience will come in. Daniel Jobling says hashtag Beale pocket watch. We'll keep an eye on where Beale's hands are as much as we possibly can, or as the EFL cameramen will let us. 09 to Yelder now. Yelder back to 09. Trying to draw Plymouth out here. It's to Neil, to Ballard. Ballard's got Roberts in front of him, Brucin and Hume making a run there. Hume manages to stave off the tackle. Back to Roberts. Roberts back to Yelder. Just trying to find space here. Don't seem to be able to find any space. Yelder to Clark. Clark to Ekwah. Ekwah tries to get one through to Roberts. It stops by the ref, but Roberts manages to pick it up. Back now with Clark on the left. To Neil in the centre. Neil looking to make something happen. To Hume. Back to Ballard. It's not working, gents. Whatever we're doing, it's not working. They're not coming out. 09 over to Yelder. Yelder's got Clark in front of him for a run, but he puts it back to Ekwah, to Neil, to Bar. Bar gets pushed in the back, goes down. Nothing given, though. Plymouth Argyle come away with the possession now in the centre, putting it out to the left-hand side. Running this... there's a through ball that he's absolutely through. There's calls for offside. Shots saved by Patterson. 09 gets ahead to it. Yelder's there as well. Gets a foot to it and gets it clear. He looked well offside on that run. I'd love to see a replay of that one, to be fair. Plymouth Argyle still with possession on this right-hand side, looking dangerous, just outside the box. Loops one over, tries to find his number 9 in the centre, but he can't get his toes to it. Goes out for a Sunderland goal kick. They had 11 behind the ball till that counter, Ian. That's a cert. It was a great through ball. And even on the replay, we can't see if he was offside. But he just completely lost Ballard. But these replays are pathetic. Show us from the side. Oh well, guess we're not going to see that. We don't know what else has happened. It doesn't pay anything to be an EFL camera. Whoever's in charge of where the angles come from and the cameras, it's just ridiculous. Somehow it's back with Plymouth's defence at the moment. We don't know what happened, how, when, why. But here they are on the right. Clark putting pressure on, trying to hold them back. A nice 1-2 by Plymouth now running down this right-hand side. I believe that's Whittaker. And then he puts it out to the right again. They've run all the way down this right-hand side unchallenged. Yelder's in front of him. Back. One's delivered into the box, going too far, way too far. But they managed to just about keep it in. I think that went out for a Plymouth throw, but we got away with it. And it's Roberts now running down the right-hand side. Doesn't quite have the pace on his man, though. Loses possession. Plymouth with it now on our right. Their left. Tapping it round, passing it round. Bit of Ole going on here. Sunderland not able to get possession back here at the moment. It's all Plymouth. Something going on off the ball there with Barr. Never mind. All the way back to the centre-backs with Plymouth. Through the centre. Just passing it. They're casually passing it around here. They've enjoyed possession for the last 15, 20 seconds without a challenge at all. Coming down this left-hand side now. Hume chasing his man. Can't keep up with him at all. That's Mundell's got some pace on Hume. He's completely got him in his pocket. Sunderland managed to get it away only as far as Rusin, but he's fouled, so it's a Sunderland free kick. Dangerous times, dangerous times. They look threatening. That Mumba they've got on their left-hand side has the pace over Hume all day long, so needs to watch for that. Quick free kick taken by Ballard to 09, out to Yelder on the left. Back to Neil. Neil takes it past his man. He's got options out right with Hume. Hume with it now. The run being made by Rusin on this far right-hand side. Doesn't quite make it. Puts a bit too much on it, and it goes all the way to the Plymouth goalkeeper. Just got to time them passes a bit better, and we could be in there. 44 of you watching. No idea why, but I much appreciate it. If you could smash that like button, that would help as well. Goal click to Plymouth here now. Oh, vicious tackle in the centre from Ballard. Looks like to be given a free kick. Don't shout at him, Ballard. He's not giving you a card. It's just the free kick. We're all good. Big, strong centre-backs like that is what you need all day long. Nothing malicious, just his pure power. Excuse me. Plymouth looping ball forward now. O'Nine's good for it. Puts his head on it. Gets it to Yelder. Yelder gets it to Neil in the centre. Out to Clark on this left. Clark running into the centre. All the way across to Hume. Hume making a run now. He's got Roberts to his right. Rusin to his left. He gives it to Roberts. Roberts now trying to take on his man. Takes on one. Gets it through the other one. But it's just stray ball. Couldn't find his target. Comes all the way back, but only as far as Ballard, who's making quite a run forward now. Clark, Yelder to Neil. Neil cuts it across again to Clark. Clark trying to make a run into the inside. When they're on the defensive, they're parking the bus so well. We've got Roberts now on the right, looking for a way through. Everyone's just trying to find a way through this defence. 1-2 with Roberts, and there was a vicious foul, and it was an off-the-ball foul, to be fair, on Hume from Mumba, by the looks of it. He needs a card for that, ref. He wasn't even on the ball. Is this just a talking to? He's getting away with this one. Barr gets a card, something worse, and they get a talking to. Mumba is ex-Sunday youth. Yeah, he's got some pace on him, Daniel. He really has. Scary. Ivan, sorry, has to be English, I'm afraid, buddy. I'm not sure what you're saying. 54 you're watching. Don't forget to hit like. We're set up for a free kick now, and Roberts is over it. Doesn't look like shooting distance, although I have seen crazier things. Equaz there ready for a short one if he wants to do a short one to him. Other than that, this is going to be swinging in. And it is swinging in all the way into the keeper's hands. No problem for the keeper there. Smooth and confident from the Plymouth goalkeeper. Unfortunately. Short distribution from Plymouth now. Sunderland keeping the pressure on with Rusin. Comes back to the keeper, puts a long ball forward. Only as far as 09 to Ballard. Ballard back to 09. 09 with it now. Looking for what his options are. Neil in front of him. 1-2 back to him. To Ballard. Ballard out on the right. He's got Equa to his left. Gives it to Equa. Equa back to 09. Lovely triangles to Yelder. Yelder on the left. Looping ball forward, trying to find Clark. It doesn't quite get the angles right. It goes out for a throw. Unfortunately there. He does look threatening, Yelder. Look like he could be a good partnership with Clark as they develop that, psychic connection that we like to see with partnerships, player partnerships on the pitch. Yelder head forward, finds Rusin. Rusin absolutely surrounded by players. Plymouth come away with it, but only as far as Equa. Equa picks it up, gets control, gives it to Neil. Neil's got Yelder on the left. Yelder gets it. Clark running onto the inside, delivers one into the centre, trying to find Roberts, but a Plymouth head gets to it only as far as Hume on the right-hand side. Hume back to Equa. Equa now to Neil, back to Equa. Just Plymouth edging us back into our own half, comes all the way back to Ballard. Seems we can't sustain that pressure for very long till it's on the way back again. Hume now, Equa. Equa puts it across to 09. 09 got pressure coming from Whittaker. Back to Ballard, who was under pressure straight away. Dangerous passing this to Equa, who's now on the right-hand side. Equa to Barr. Barr with it now in the centre. He's got Neil with him. He puts it all the way out left to Yelder. Yelder gets a foot on it again, yet again, trying to find Clark, and again misjudged and goes all the way out for a throw. This lad has banana boots on today. So not quite landing them through balls yet, but when one does land, it'll be wonderful, I'm sure. Throw to Plymouth, goes out, Sunderland head. 51 watching. Don't forget to hit like. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. New content every single week. Sunderland picked it up in the centre now, a dangerous area. Barr gives it to Roberts, but he puts a bit too much on it, loses it. Robert manages, gets it back on the far right, delivers one into the centre, only as far as a Plymouth chest, and a boot gets it away. Just that final ball missing, only as far as Barr. Barr puts his head on it. Goes to 09, who's a bit all over the place. And was that Hume? Sorry, goes to Hume, who's a bit all over the place, and it goes out for a Plymouth throw on the far side. Roberts looking to make stuff happen, but we've still not quite nailed that poacher striker in the centre. Rusin needs to be, or finding him in there. I know things take time, but time's a luxury we don't seem to be having at the moment with results around us. Plymouth with the ball now, pressure from Barr. Plymouth passing it around. It's with their centre-back, goes all the way back to their keeper. Long ball from their keeper out to the right. Finds their player on the right, gets it past Yelder, but only out. Yelder gets a touch on it. It goes out for a throw. "46 people watching now. They're slowly dropping off. Half-time pies, maybe. We are 22 minutes in. It is Sunderland 0, Plymouth 0. Plymouth throwing now on the right-hand side. Sunderland keeping sustained pressure on them. But they managed to get it away. Big switch over to the left-hand side to Mumba. Mumba now taking on his man, taking on Hume. Gets it past Hume, but it only goes as far as 09 in the centre. Gets a big foot on it and gets it clear as far as their centre-backs. Bit of tennis going on here now, back and forth. It ends up back with 09. Puts the ball forward, finds Clark on the left-hand side. Rusin and Barr making runs in the centre. Oh, he puts it in between them both, straight to a Plymouth player. Falls back to Equa. Equa looked like he was teeing up for a shot there. Didn't quite have the space for it. Equa's with it now. We've got a lot of Sunderland players on the attack, but straight away Plymouth have got nearly 10 men behind the ball. We just literally, we need to exploit that gap quickly. We can't be waiting that long because their defence is on it today. Back to Ballard. Ballard to 09. Just inside the Plymouth half here, our defensive line. Neil out right to Roberts. Roberts looking to take on his man. Cuts onto the inside. Gives it to Equa in the centre. Man behind Equa. Equa tees up for a shot. Gets pulled just as he's striking. That's a free kick there. And a yellow card for Whittaker, I believe. Equar was just teeing up for the shot there, got pulled back as he hit it, so it kind of made a P-roller. But what a striking position this is for a free kick. I am going to hide the comments for a moment. When we have a moment like this, I like to hide your comments in case you all tell me the spoilers beforehand. 24 minutes in, and it's a Sunderland free kick right on the edge of the area. Stood over it right now is Clark, Yelder and Equar. I think this has got Clark's name written all over it. 4 in the wall. Whittaker stood behind. Don't know if he's going to do the whole lying on the floor thing, but yes, he is. Whittaker's going to lie on the floor. Someone needs to just go and push the other 4 now. Who have they got? It's definitely going to be a shot there. Sunderland have got Ballard in there, but there's only 5 of them ahead of the free kick. Equar and Clark over it. Looks like Clark's going to be taking it. Just waiting on the referee's whistle. Here we go. Shot from Clark, straight into the wall. Comes about as far as 09. Back to Clark. Clark with it, looking for the second shot. Gets one away. Keeper couldn't get to it. Gets his head to it, though. It just ricocheted off his face. Out to Roberts. Equar now with it on the outside. Everyone trying to deliver something in. Plymouth in the way of it. Plymouth now breaking away on the counter. Great tackle in there from 09 to stop that counter-attack and give Sunderland time to get back. Equar maintaining the pressure. Plymouth with it now on the left-hand side, making a run. Our right, their left. Coming up against Hume. Hume puts the foul in. It was a foul all day long. Hume's been off the pace today, to be fair, compared to what he usually is. I really rate him. Yeah, last a card. Should have been a card on the last one, to be fair. Right, back with Ballard now. Ballard loops a pass forward and it goes out for a throw. Can't quite sort them long ball forwards, can we? Sorry about this. Just sorting the score to go across the bottom instead. Instructions from the almighties above. We're with Dan Neal now in the centre. Again, we're just passing it around here, trying to find a way through to Yelder. Back to 09. They're definitely playing a counter-attack game. Long ball through for Rusin. Rusin, he didn't have that. He never had that. Looked like it went out there before Plymouth got it forward, but it's a throw nevertheless, either way. Sunderland quick throw here to Equar. Equar to Ballard. Ballard to Neal. Neal with it now to Equar. Equar looking for his man. He's got Roberts out to the right of him. He gives it to Roberts. Roberts got 2 in front of him. To Neal. Neal going to go all the way to Yelder on the left-hand side. Yelder's got Bar making a run, but he puts it back again. Nobody's looking forward. To 09. To Ballard. Ballard outright to Hume. Hume to Equar. Equar delivers a long ball forward, trying to find Clark on the... But it's way too far forward for him. Excuse me. Ooh. Definitely have to be patient today. Scary thing is, Ian, this reminds me of Cardiff, the way they played against us. So, I mean, they're dangerous on that counter-attack as well, especially with that Mumba. He's got some pace there. So, the fog is dropping fast in the stadium. Visibility, poor. Moderate to poor. Plymouth throw on the far side. Puts it forward, trying to find anyone Ballard gets ahead to it to 09. 09 gets a big foot on it forward. Looks to find Rusin. Rusin gets his head to it. Goes all over the place, but it ends up with Neil, Hume, Equa, back to Ballard. Ballard with it now. Wants to look to switch the sides, to be fair here. Too much pressure on this right-hand side now. They've got us boxed in. Neil with it. Looking for a way through. Hume. Back to Ballard. Come on, switch it across here, Ballard. See a big switch. Big switch. Big switch. Nope. Still sticking to that right-hand side. Hume. 3 people around him. Runs ahead and lays it off to Roberts. Roberts. Back to Neil. Back to Ballard. Back to 09. Back to basics, boys. Back to basics. Long ball forward. Comes to nothing. This is a bit flat to watch now. Yeah. Bit early for changes to be made, 30 minutes in. But somebody needs to give them a kick up on the forward attack. And misplaced passes like that put out for Plymouth throw. Plymouth with it now. Takes it past Neil. Neil commits the foul. Plymouth free kick on the far side near the touchline. Unnecessary, to be fair. Unnecessary. He had Roberts right in front of him. Even Roberts is saying to him, what the hell are you doing that for? It's like we're playing tired at the moment. Still have 12 behind the ball. Yeah, it sounds about right. Plymouth free kick here. 31 minutes in. Still Sunderland 0, Plymouth 0. 54 people watching the stream. It's come to nothing. It's ended up with Clark. Clark, long ball forward to the right. On the right ends up with Barr. Barr's got options in the centre. He's running through. Delivers it to Rusin. And Rusin tries to get a strike on it, but there's no power. There's no accuracy. Comes out as far as Equa fouling on a Plymouth player. Oh! Sorry, I was trying my best then. I got the bit of a lag loading circle during that whole thing. But yeah. Pain in the buttocks. Can't go see Argyle when it's way behind. Oh my god. I've got anything on the screen now. Right. Sorry about that. More technical issues. Technical issues coming out the ears. Come on, Sunderland, says Louis Expo. Yes, couldn't agree more. 31 minutes and 20 seconds in at the moment on my stream. I apologise. It's a free kick to Plymouth in their own half. Quick one taken out to the right. It's with Plymouth on the right. Good pressure there from Clark. Manages to take the ball off him. Foul called for literally putting his hand on his shoulder. The guy fell over. He's going down so easily. Wouldn't be surprised if Clark gets a card here. If not, for the tackle, which was nothing. He literally put his hand on his hip. It's ridiculous how soft he went down. But he's getting a bit shouty to the ref. And we know dissent can get you booked as well these days. Right, where are we at? Sunderland with it now on the right-hand side. Back to Ballard. Ballard looking for his options. This is nothing but a sea of green in front of him. And Neil gives it to Neil, who's got pressure straight on his back. Not the best pass when somebody's right on his shoulder like that. Back to 09 to Yelda on the left. Yelda's got a bit of space on this left. He's got options in front of him. Clark asking for it. Yelda not knowing where he wants it. Miscommunication there galore. And it goes long, ends up in the keeper's hands. Clark and Yelda having words there with one another. Ball forward only gets as far as Yelda, who gets it to Equa, who gets it back to Barr. Barr's with it now. Everything's froze. Somebody's down on the floor. It's a free kick. I got the loading circle at the worst possible times. What is going on here? Another card there for Phillips, I believe. Plymouth. Oh, this is terrible. What is going on? I've got terabyte broadband. It should not be doing any of this. What is going on? 3312. Let's see where this is. Right. We're going to jump over to the Plymouth one and see if it's a bit more stable. We've still not had this free kick yet because of technical streaming issues. I apologise for anyone who's relying on me for this score. It's a nightmare back and forth. Yeah. Oh, blatant foul. Phillips gets hold of Barr's hips, pulls him back. He's never getting away with that. Not when the ref's looking right at it. He's right next to him. Another free kick set up here. We will hide the chat on my screen in case you spoil it for me, because I am at 33 minutes and 24 seconds, just so you know how far behind or ahead I am of you. They're setting up for this free kick now. I'll turn my phone over as well. It's spoilers. Clark and Equa over this one. It's just off to the left, just outside the penalty area. The Plymouth Argyle, who have 4 in the wall this time. Nobody lying down behind. Lots of options in. I think Clark's going to have the shot here. Whispered something to Equa. Hand up. There you go. He delivers one. Oh, my God. That was ridiculous. You might as well put your shirt over your face. He hoofed it well over everyone, everything into row Z. That was ridiculous. Poor, very poor from Clark, unfortunately. Yeah, ridiculous. So, 52 people watching. I'm at 34 and a half minutes here on this feed coming in from Sunderland. Plymouth with it now on the left-hand side, looking to make a break. 1-2. It's out on the left. Can easily deliver it here with Mumba. Mumba back and forths and tackles himself out into a Sunderland throw. That was terrible. Just as I was singing your praises. It wasn't Mumba, sorry. That was Miller that time. It was Miller. They're all with an M. Looping ball forward to find Barr. Barr all over his man. Rusin can't quite. Oh, he does. He manages to pick it up on the right. Rusin on the break now. He's cutting all the way in. He hasn't got many options though. Managed to get a corner out of it, which I'm surprised at. He was going at the edge with pace. I thought that was going to be a goal kick all day long. Yeah, he tries to get it crossed slightly and Gibson's toe just fits it. Well played there by Rusin, especially considering he had no options in the centre. Set up now for a corner here. Quick one, short taken. Roberts tries to deliver it into the centre. It's deflected, comes all the way back. It's now with Hume, who puts his foot through it, trying to find anyone up front. Finds Ballard, but the foul's called on Ballard because he had his hands over the Plymouth guy. Oh, my God. Can we have anything? Some action. There's nothing worse than doing one of these on your own. It's great when you've got somebody else there and you can back and forth, but at the moment, just getting frustrated on camera. That's all I'm doing. Plymouth with the ball now with their keeper. Puts it out. Tries to put it out to the left and it goes out for a Sunderland throw. A quick one taken here by Hume. For some reason, the cameraman decided to look at the back of the keeper's shirt instead of what's going on. Now it's with 09. 09 making a run through the centre. Matt tries to find Rusin, but he finds the Plymouth defender. It comes back to 09, gets the dink forward to Roberts. Everything's frozen again, and somehow we're back with Equa. Equa out to Yelda on the left. Oh my God, this is doing my head in. With Equa, Yelda's playing very up front now here. and no idea what's going on. Bar to the centre with Neil. Neil trying to find a way through, gets it out to the left to Clark. Clark delivers one, tries to find all the way out to the right. Hume manages to get his head on it, but only as far as another Plymouth player who get it out to the far left. Great work by Hume to get that back. Roberts to Bar, back to Roberts. Roberts into the centre. Find Rusin for a shot that's instantly deflected out. And it's another corner to Sunderland. And this lag is ridiculous. I need to sort this out at the half-time break. The corner has been taken here. I know, went behind on that one quickly. Jump ahead that one. Oh my God. Technical issues galore tonight. I do apologise for this. The short corner was taken to Roberts. Roberts running through. Yeah, that was the one. It's literally showing that again. Commentating on the same thing twice. We're at 37.3 minutes. Yeah, Roberts does make a good run through, but couldn't quite get Rusin's shot off. We're seeing the replay about 50 times. We are nearly at 38 minutes. There's Conrad angry with me for my technical issues. It's not my fault, man. Corner in, finds a Plymouth Argyle head. Comes out as far as, is that Hume there? Anyway, Roberts on the right, trying to take on his man again all the way through. Finds Bar. Bar gets tackled. Comes out to Plymouth. Plymouth. Oh my God. On the counter-attack. Total one-on-one. He has to score here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 1-0. Oh my God. That's what you were angry at. Yes. That was absolutely atrocious. Plymouth have scored. It was a counter-attack, and he just ended up, the keeper came right out to him. It was one-on-one with the keeper. Completely wrong-footed, went the other way of the keeper. He took his time about it, but he's scoring that all day long. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, it comes away. Long ball forward. And who's on him there? Completely unmarked. Hume chasing. Patterson all the way out, just stumbles. Hume trying to get in front of him, and he just lobs into the back corner. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is not the start we wanted, but for those of you who said 2-1 at the start, let's hope that's the one, and we've got 2 to go. It's with Bar now in the centre, out to the left to Yelder. Yelder back to 09. 09 with it here. Oh, no spoilers, Conrad. Rusin all over the place, slipping. Advantage played for Sunderland. It's on the right with Roberts. Roberts, puts a foot in, tries to find, I think that was, who was that? Was that Neil in the centre? Sorry. It's hard to see with the fog and the quality here at the moment. Yelder now with it on the left to Clark. Clark looking to find a way through. He's all over him. He's got hold of his shirt. Where's the advantage there, ref? Come on, you've not even got your hands up. Thank you. Free kick again for Sunderland here on the outside. Oh, my God. Yeah. Poor. Free kick here. We're at 43 minutes. Yellow card for Mumba for that one. Oh my God. I just lost it again. That is ridiculous. Just showing the replay here multiple times. When we get to halftime, on my screen, you might already be there. There will just be a holding screen on for a moment while I try and sort out my technical speed issue this end. I don't know if it's the incoming signal, but I'll just do everything I can to make sure it's not filtered here. Setting up for this free kick on my screen, we are at nearly 44 minutes. Bar and Ekwa over this one. Looks like Ekwa is going to be taking this one. Clark, Yelder, Ballard, Rusin, Roberts, all in the box. Flied well over by Ekwa. Well over. I think, did it hit the wall? It might have hit the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I think it did. It nicked the wall on the way over. Yeah. So maybe not skied it. It might have been on target. Unfortunate there. It comes out for a corner now. Clark going to take this corner. We're at 44.5 minutes of the first half. It's Sunderland 0, Plymouth Argyle 1. Clark delivers the corner in. Plymouth heads it out, rolls out for a throw on this far side. Nobody even on the rebound there. Yelder looking for his options. Throws it to Clark. Clark to Ballard. Ballard to Hume. Back to Ballard. We are at 45 minutes has gone now, so I'm not sure what the added time is. It's not actually shown me the fourth officials board. Anybody see what the added time was? Yelder now with it on the left, loops one forward, trying to find Clark. Plymouth foot gets there first. If we're just not finding these long balls at all, unfortunately. Need to start making a bit more of a run on this one. 1 minute of added time, says Conrad. Yeah. Thank you, Ian, as well. Got you over, DC. All right. Mumba now puts it back. It's with the Plymouth goalkeeper. We are coming up to the end of this first half. Long ball forward, the Plymouth goalkeeper. Ballard's got this all day long. Puts it across to Patterson. Patterson, don't mess this up. Back to Ballard. Ballard just needs to put a foot through this. It went out for a throw, did it? Ah, no, the whistle went. I've no whistle. I've no sound. So I'm in the same boat as you. Half-time, Sunderland 0, Plymouth Argyle 1. If you want to let me know your thoughts in the comments will remain open. I will just be off camera momentarily while I try and sort out my technical issues. So there we go. That's what I wanted to do. That's better. Right. Talk amongst yourselves, gentlemen. I will be back momentarily. Right, we are back. So, let me know your thoughts on that first half while we've got 5 minutes to reflect. Again, going 1-0 down to what looked like it's the counter-attacking game, but we've seen him do it 10 times before that, so why were we so unprepared for that counter-attack then? It was... it's not good. I'm hoping Beale has got something in him to give them a telling off for that at half-time. Let's hope. I'm not sure if we'll see any half-time changes. We have got Barr on a yellow card. Did anyone else get a yellow? Top of my head? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just showing the goal there. It's just poor. I can only blame Hume for that. He should have had that, man. But nobody else was back. Ekwa was doing his best out of all of them to try and get back. He could see that coming. He was trying to get to the line, so he played his part trying to prevent that goal. But Patterson, terrible by Patterson as well, to be fair. The more I watch the replay, the more I'm cringing at another goal that could have been easily avoided. Shocking covering from Hume, definitely was. If you're going to be the last man and play him on side, you need to be ready for that. That he tried the looping ball, trying to lob Patterson from range. Luckily, that didn't go in either. I assume that's what Conrad mentioned when he said nearly scored again, but I didn't see that because I was mid-fighting with my streams. Agreed, Patterson, poor too. Shocking cover from Hume. Yeah, totally with you there, Ian. Do you think? I think we should have signed a more experienced goalkeeper during the last window, not to replace Patterson, but some guidance, some competition for place. You know what I mean? He's comfortable at the moment, no matter what mistakes he makes. So. There we have it. Make sure everyone else, we've got 43 of you in here watching, unless that's our Canadian friend using 40 devices. So make sure you all get your comments in here at half-time while we've got some time to kill. Latest scores from around the country. Ipswich Town and West Brom finished 2-2. Blackburn 3, Stoke 1, Cardiff 0, Preston 2, Hull City 0, Swansea City 1, Leeds 1, Rotherham 0, Middlesbrough 0, Bristol City 2, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Norwich City 0, Southampton 0, Huddersfield Town 2, Watford 0, and Leicester City 1. That's the scores from around the Championship at the moment. So, with us 1-0 down here, we are not doing ourselves any favours. We need to see some miracles from Beale's boys here. Oh, I cringe at myself saying that. He's just not our manager. He's not my manager. He's not my manager. Young lad at Chef Wed was tip-top. We don't need more young players. We need a bit of experience. I really do think without replacing the experience that Pritchard brought to the team, we're going to struggle for the rest of this season. Yeah, keeper, yeah. Do you know what I'd like to see, though, Ian? It's strange, but I'd like to see us spend a bit of money and get a named keeper in. Someone that's getting on a bit too old for the Premier League, or foreign keeper is a bit too old for their league. He's never going to be our starting keeper, but he costs a bit in wages, but he can give that experience, so much experience to them keepers. De Gea was free. He was a free agent for a while, wasn't he? So, obviously, that's way beyond budget, but Kieran West, there you go. That's the kind of person you need. And I mean, he's never the most amazing keeper, but he could give someone like Patterson lots of experience. You know what I mean? Just at the training ground, if nothing else. So. Yeah. Thank you for talking to me in the comments, Ian. So it's not just me talking to myself. The other 50 of you, if you're not commenting, I assume that's just because you've close the chat so you can hit the like button. Much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We have a Thursday night show nearly every week, depending on availability. We try and do a Monday night show as well. Regular content always on the channel. And then every so often we'll throw something random in. If you've not seen it already, check out our Best Sunderland 11 series that we did recently. Each episode goes through from different positions and who our honourable mentions are as well. So, and no, it's not just Quinn and Phillips, and and it's not Rowell in every position. Spoilers. But yeah, go check that out. We also do an extra time show. All different people hosting that each time, so great to see. That's a bit more casual, a bit like this, not very formal, just chatting as you do. Go get Cruel from Norwich. Manone is available. Is he really? Where's he at? Or is he completely free agent? Where's Manone at the moment? Peter Harvey, South African goalkeeper who is at AFCON, would be a good goalkeeper. Is that another young one though, Peter? Or is this... I'm thinking someone that's not necessarily first team keeper, but somebody with experience who can teach and possibly give Patterson competition for place. Anybody who watched the Wrexham thing will know what I mean, because what they did last season. No spoilers. Well, come on, we need a victory. We need a victory today, and then we've got 3 days till the Sunderland Till I Die new season. Not quite a season, 2 episodes, I believe. But yeah, a bit more of a positive vibe from that one because it's us winning something. So I believe some people have had an early viewing of it to review. And yeah, the reviews I got were tears, joy, everything, all emotions in 2 episodes. Martin Gibson, no saves for their keeper first half. Away the lads from Turkey. Yeah, well, this is it. On target is an issue. The park in the bus, though, to be fair, Martin. I mean, they're playing a really good counter-attacking game. They obviously watched Cardiff and thought, oh, that's how you beat Sunderland. Because we just can't break them down. And when we do eventually get there and get any sort of shot, the counter-attack is what's killing us. One-way ticket Dave, agree, we need a spine of older heads, goalkeeper, midfielder, striker to teach the kids. Yeah, I heard that Mvia's in talks, advanced talks with a different team now. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. I did read that yesterday. I want to say West Brom, but I think that might be wrong. Ian Wilkinson, he had Lille, France. Right, come on. Let's squash the Green Army. Let's start this second half. Do you know? I'll tell you what I noticed as well. Anybody else uses any of the iFollow guys or the SAFC SE and pays for the match that way and stuff like that, is when you do have issues with it, it's never during the halftime break. So these previews all play smoothly and all the highlights play smoothly. Then as soon as you're back to the game, it's like... And Villa would play keeper just to get back to Sunderland. We don't need him as keeper. We need him doing exactly what he does. I just can't believe we didn't snap him up when he was there as the option. I mean, it was probably his money. It was probably too much on wages. Everyone's scared about these financial fair play things now because we're seeing what's happening to other teams. I don't think we'd fall into that category anywhere near at the moment, but we know this regime runs it like a business. They run a tight ship. They have tight purse strings. It benefits us as a club. We're going to be here for a long time. We're not going to go bankrupt trying to get to the Premier League. But again, as a fan, it's a bit disappointing when you don't invest the money you want to see reinvested. West Bromwich Albion after Villa. That's what I think I read. Yeah. So, not to Sunderland, to West Brom. That would be interesting. What do we think of Luke O'Nien in here just before it kicks off as a captain? Do you think he's the right captain? I mean, I'd have said 6 or 7 games ago, I was saying that Pritchard should wear the armband. Clearly, that's right out the window now. But yeah, do you think he's the right man for that job? Think he's the right leader on the pitch? Oh. Our 2 free kicks being poor so far, yes, definitely. Don't think any subs would improve things at the minute. Maybe not. But Bar's on a yellow, so we've got to watch that. And I'd like to see Mundle, to see if he's got anything about him. I know it's early doors, but I'd still like to see him for at least 10 minutes. Conrad Tank, yep, he's the right captain. If not him, Ballard is the obvious choice. Ian says, yeah, no one else. Cool. Right. I think Roberts could be a captain. I'm not sure. Ian agrees of Mundle. So we're kicking off. We're about to kick off here. No halftime changes as far as I can see right now. If there is, I will try and get them up on the screen as and when they happen. Plymouth kicking off here. Sunderland pressure on early. Comes all the way back to the Plymouth goalkeeper. Let's get right back into the mindset. Hits a long ball forward. Plymouth enjoying this little spell of possession here. Sunderland look a bit more intense, attacking it. Rusin manages to pick it up. He's making a run down the right-hand side. He's got Roberts with him to the left. He tries to loop one into the centre where nobody is waiting. It gets deflected out as far as Neil. Neil to Roberts. Roberts with it now, trying to take it past his man. Just tries to roll it too much, and it gets taken off him. Still Sunderland pressure. Plymouth get a big foot to it, and it goes out for a throw on this right-hand side here. Quick throw taken. Neil to Ekwar. Ekwar all the way out to the left now to Yelder. Yelder to Clark. Clark with it. Trying to find a way past his man to Yelder, who was on the overlap. Yelder gets tackled. Unfortunately, he's trying to win it back desperately there. Long ball forward from Plymouth finds O'Nien. O'Nien turns on his man and manages to get it to Ballard. Ballard with it now, the back centre, running up, just approaching the halfway line. Puts it out right to Roberts. Roberts on the right now. He's got a one-on-one with his man. Puts it to the left to Neil. Back to O'Nien, who is just about on the centre circle. O'Nien now to the left to the Yelder. Yelder's got Clark out to his left. He delivers it to him and runs ahead, trying for the 1-2. Clark gets tackled, caught in possession. Manages to get it back to O'Nien, though. Ballard with it now, right to Hume. Hume with it. Puts it to Roberts. Back to Hume. To Ballard. Ballard to O'Nien. Just some gentle passing here, trying to draw Plymouth out to Ekwar. Ekwar turns on his man, puts it out left, tries to find a long ball forward for Clark on the run, but it's way too far ahead for him. Ian says, Rusin needs help out there. Both fullbacks are pushing up. Yes, indeedy. Indeedy. We are 47.5 minutes into this game. Just started the second half. And it is Sunderland 0, Plymouth 1, if you are just joining us. Plymouth in possession now with their goalkeeper. High line pressing from Sunderland, keeping the pressure on. Good tackle there by Hume on the right-hand side. Gives it to Rusin in the centre. Rusin running back with it, though, with pressure on his back. Gets it to Ballard. Ballard just inside the Plymouth half to O'Nien. O'Nien, who's in the centre, forward to Barr. Barr doesn't take that pass very well, deflects, ends up in the feet of a Plymouth player. Luckily, cut out again by Hume, putting his body on the line, gets it forward to Roberts. Roberts trying to find a way through to Barr, who was on the overlap. It's all a bit circular. Roberts got it on the right-hand side now. He's in prime shooting opportunity. He tries to take it past his man, but it's deflected out. I think that's a corner. Yes, it should be a corner. Yeah, Roberts manages to get past his man on the tackle. He's got options, but Barr gets taken down off the ball. Full force. Nothing called for that, though. It was just a body weight thing. He's no strength, has he, Barr? He's quite a little guy. Riley Wise says Mundleshire get game time today. Free kick now taken by Roberts. Low and hard. Hits a Plymouth head. Loops out. It's going to land back at Roberts' feet. Roberts with it now. Taking man. Cuts left. Delivers one into the centre. Keeper jumps out and gets a fist to it and gets it clear. Only as far as Clark. It goes out for a throw and Clark picks it up straight away for a quick throw. Then the EFL cameraman decides to look at the keeper for 2 minutes for no reason whatsoever. Clark takes a throw to Hume. Hume to Equar. Equar with it now in the centre circle all the way back here. Yelder with it on the left to Clark. Clark's got 2 men round him every single time. Back to Yelder. Back to 09. 09 with it here. Looking for a way through. Tries to pass to Dan Neil. Puts way too much on it. Goes over. Ends up in Plymouth's possession. They looked like they were on the counter-attack then, but their number 16 turned back. Passing it amongst themselves now on our right-hand side. Long ball forward to nobody at all. Hume picks that up nice and comfortable. Puts it across to 09. It's all Sunderland in this half so far. Touch wood. 09 making a run through the centre. Gets past his man, then cuts it back to Neil. Neil to the right to Roberts. Roberts has got 2 options in front of him. Delivers it forward. It's Hume into the box. Delivers one into the centre. Nobody's there. Roberts manages to pick it up. Oh, there's fouls galore. What is going on? Is that a penalty? What's going on there? Is that a free kick for the one on Roberts outside the box, or is that a penalty for the one inside the box? Conrad Tank must be able to play 2 strikers when losing at home at half-time. Too bad the strikers acquired by Speakman simply not good enough. Bargains, but not good enough to here and now. Very true, very true. But I would like to see Rusin play up there with somebody, so it'd be nice to have Hamir there. I'm not sure if we're going off this first foul or the second foul. Yeah, it's the free kick. The free kick is right on the edge of the box. So far, free kicks have been poor. I'm going to hide the chat on my screen so you don't give it away if you're slightly ahead of me. I'm going to ignore the dings on my phone because Conrad is also being a nightmare and telling me when people score. This is literally a foot beyond the penalty area, just on the right-hand side of the D there. You've got Roberts, Clark and Equar all stood over the top of it, all very close to it. This could be a little dink then shot rather than... It is a dink, a shot. Equar! Oh, into the bottom corner. Get in. What a goal by Pierre Equar. Set piece clearly worked on in training. A little dink takes it and Equar takes a low hard strike into the bottom right corner. Get in there. 1-1. Great equalizer there from Pierre Equar. Superb. Let me save that and I will update the score straight away across the bottom. Superb. Get in. Not 1-0, Pagard. It's 1-1. Away, Aqua. Get her in, says Conrad. 1-1, says Pagard. Corrects himself there. Goal 2, goal 2, goal 2, goal 2, goal 2, goal 2. I think Conrad Lee is glitching. But yes, superb. Excellent. Get in. That was beautifully worked. Looks fresh from the training ground. During all them replays, no idea what's going on, but it is back with 09 on our line to Yelder on the left-hand side. He must have took a quick kick-off and the EFL cameraman was asleep with a Mars bar in his hand. Long ball forward now on the left. We've got Rusin running onto it and Bar. They seem to be running on top of each other. A little bit of lack of communication there, but they managed to come away with it. Get it back to Neil in the centre. Neil to Yelder on the left. Yelder looking to deliver it into the centre. Plymouth head gets it clear. Only as far as 09 to Equar to Ballard. Ballard now puts it out right to Hume. Hume with the ball puts it across to 09. Starting to slow this game down a bit now. 09 to... It ends up with Clark anyway at the left. Sorry, all tripping over my own tongue here. 09 to Yelder. Yelder on the left to Bar. Bar to Neil. Everyone's out of position. That's why it's confusing me. Neil taking on his man now down the left-hand side. Gets tackled, but it lands at Clark's feet just inside the area. It's just bobbling around. Somebody take a swing at it. Rusin looked lost looking at that. Clark was looking to get something on it, but nobody could. Just bobbling around. It comes all the way back to 09, who puts a foot through it and gets it back forward. It's with Neil now in the centre to Clark. Clark in the centre tries to think. I'm not sure what he was doing there. I think he was trying to play in Rusin, but it just got a deflection. It should be a corner here for Sunderland. As if the draft excluded Mr. Daisy Cutter. That's all he's there for. Not Miss Job. No, not Miss Job one job. That is very true. Do you think he will come on? Do you think he'll get his game time here? Clark setting up for this corner. He was telling Barr to come ahead, just drawing people out. Low and hard, hits straight off the first Plymouth player. Bit of a waste that comes back to Roberts, who's on the left-hand side at the moment with Clark. Clark with it now, trying to deliver one again into the centre. Running. Barr picks up the loose ball from the tackle. Roberts delivers one, looping into the centre, hits a Plymouth head, back out as far as 09, who's on the edge of the box, puts it all the way back to the centre circle where Hume's waiting. To Ekwar. Ekwar with it now, looking out to his left for options. Gives it to Roberts, and then back to Neil. Neil to Barr, who's on the left at the moment. Everybody's on the left. We're all playing on the left. Is there anybody on the right? Nobody knows. Yelder to Ekwar. Ekwar through to Neil. Neil gets dispossessed, though, by the Plymouth defender there. Back with Plymouth now on our right-hand side. Sunderland maintaining high pressure, though. Ekwar putting pressure on the ball here now. Plymouth with it, tries to put it out to the right-hand side. I believe that's Mumba again on the right. Whitaker with it now, making a run. He's got Mumba to his right, but he decides to cut in left. Unusual. But he's found somebody out on the far left here now. Right on the edge of our box, Plymouth looking for a way through. Sunderland with the backs against the wall. Looping ball into the centre and ahead. Is that offside? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Ian says, phew. Yes, I can see why. That was a looping ball over. Plymouth got the head to it, but he did look blatantly offside. I'm glad it was called. It would have been a goal to them. We are still at 1-1. Don't panic. Trying not to dribble as I talk. Yeah. 46 people in the live stream. Thank you for watching and tuning in and listening to me ramble on. It's much appreciated. If you can hit the like, I've no idea how many likes are on, but I would like to be over 100 by the time we end today. 56 minutes in, still Sunderland 1, Plymouth Argyle 1. Sunderland with it now. 09 at the halfway. It's the left to Neil. Neil to Clark. Clark making a run. He's got two round him. Loses possession. Slightly touches the Plymouth guy, who again goes down so easily. I mean, if you're not going to book him for the foul ref, book him for diving, because it's happening too often now. It's getting ridiculous. No problem, Conrad Tank. I am trying. I'm sure as streams go on and we do this more often, I will improve on my commentary skills. It's just showing the replay now here of the almost opportunity with Roberts going through, which ended up in their goal. Why are we seeing a replay of their goal? This is the Sunderland stream. Surely they should have some say of, no, while nothing's happening, let's show our goal, not theirs. Which they are doing now. I'm not sure what's going on. We're at 57 and a half minutes and we're seeing a lot of replays. We have a player down, that's why. We've got a Plymouth player down. Looks like a bad knee. Looks like a previous injury. He's got tape on there. And the subs are out. Looks like they're going to be making a change here. Plymouth Argyle. I don't think that's the hat, Ian. I think that's just in general. I don't think the hat has anything to do with how stupid Dodds looks. Oh, he almost put the sub up and then they've changed their mind. What's going on? What is happening? It's Forshaw. Is it Forshaw? Yeah, Forshaw. Randall's on the edge, ready to come on, but it looks like Forshaw doesn't want to come off now, and they're not going to make the change now. What is going on? Yes, they're not making the change now. Oh, Jesus. It's the animals running the circus here. What's going on? Goal kick from Plymouth. As far as 09 gets a big head to it. Back and forth here with the Plymouth Argyle players. Ends up with Trey Hume on this right-hand side. He's got a bit of space in front of him. He puts a long looping ball forward looking for Clark. Clark is in space. It's the ball's a bit too much of a bounce on him, but he does manage to pick it up, but he's got people all over him now. Cuts on the inside. He's got options with him all over, but he takes the shot. What a goal! Where did that come from? Oh my God! It looked like a looping pass. Where did that goal come from? What a genius boy this is, Clark. Superb goal there. Absolutely amazing. Going out, celebrating with the young fans. Absolutely love to see it. Love to see it. So let's just run through. I'm going to put Sunderland 21. That's long ball forward. Looks to find Clark. He looks like he's going to lose it because he loses out on the original chase. Manages to pick it up. He's taking on his man. He cuts on the inside. He's got options all over. You think it's a dink pass coming to Yelder, but he cuts in, takes one looping kick. It hits the far post and ricochets into the back of the net. Absolutely superb. You get a chance. If you're not watching the game, as soon as this stream's over and you've liked and subscribed and done all the wonderful stuff we have, go and watch that goal. That's a contender for goal of the month just because it came from nothing for me. Superb. What a goal. Whoop, whoop, says Ian. 2-1, says Pagard. What a goal, says Conrad Lee. Superb. His price going up game by game. It certainly is. 50 million we want for him in the summer now. I won't take anything less. Right, quickly kicked off again here now. Sunderland still going forward with it now with Clark on the left-hand side. He's got options inside with him. Running in, tries to slot Neil through the gap or find Rusin. It doesn't find either. It comes all the way back now. It's with Yelda on the left-hand side. He didn't quite have control of that, but he manages to get it out to Barr. Barr to Neil, to 09. 09 to Yelda. Yelda on the left-hand side. He's got Rusin running. Long ball into Rusin. Rusin gets a foot on it, but it's not enough. It just rolls into the keeper's hands. Roberts causing a bit of mischief with the keeper there who's trying to throw it out. Still pressure here from Sunderland on the far right-hand side. Oh, really good pressure there from Hume. Out to the centre. Ends up Neil picking it up in the centre. Neil has a shot from nowhere. It's going well wide that of the post. Conrad tag. Clark is priceless. Conrad Lee says 30 million. Lazio changes it to 50 million straight away. Yes, good change. Yeah. Excellent. 2-1 to Sunderland. Who said 2-1 at the start? I'm not sure who that was. I'll have to scroll up and have a look after. We've got 60 people with us now. Don't forget, hit a like on this stream. On this stream. Can't talk. On this stream. So excited. So excited. I'm tripping over my own tongue. It's a bit of football tennis going on now here with the heads. Neil looking to pick it up in the centre. Ekwar helping him out there. It's Plymouth that come away with it, though, in the centre, looking to break. 3 Sunderland players round him. He manages to slot through to Whittaker. Whittaker's inside the box. Good pressure from 09. Muscles him out of the box. Far out to the left for a Plymouth throw on this far side. Great work that by 09 to muscle him out without causing the foul. Captain on captain that was there. Plymouth, not sure what was happening there. He just lost control. It was your injured Forshaw who kicked the ball, and it ended up going out for a throw on the same side he was stood on. That was an odd bit. We kind of cut in from the replay to that. Hume with it now. Going to take a throw, but instead the cameraman's going to look at Forshaw for no reason for a good 2 minutes. Back to Ballard, to Patterson. Patterson out left to 09. 09 to Yelder. Yelder with it now. He's got Neil on the inside. He gives it to Neil. Neil's making the run. He's got Barr to his left. He's got Clark in front of him. Finds Barr on the left. Barr running down. He's got some space in front of him to run here. starts to cut onto the inside, looking to do some step overs to get through, trying to find a way through, doesn't, gets it back to Neil. Neil with it on the edge, back to Barr, back to Yelder. We're just halfway into the Plymouth half, comes all the way back to 09, who's on the edge of the centre circle, to Hume on the right-hand side. Hume looking for his options, back to 09 in the centre circle. Back to Yelder. They are still being very disciplined, this defence for Plymouth. Gets a ball forward as far as Neil. Neil managed to cut one back. It's way too high for Rusin, though, and it comes all the way out to Hume, to Roberts. Roberts on the edge of the box. Is he going to take a shot? Tries to pull the trigger, but he doesn't. Oh, he's 1-2 with Barr, but the last ball ends up with a Plymouth defender. Hume is getting called for an off-the-ball foul. I don't think it was a foul. They just ran into each other, and the Plymouth player did what he does best and fell over with next to no pressure. Ian Wilkinson, we need somebody alongside Rusin, 2 through the middle, definitely. Slight 176, Rome is overrated anyway, definitely. Ian saying better not bring Job on, and he's saying rig. I'm not sure if we're making changes at the moment. We are 64 minutes in. Oh, it is Job coming on. And who is coming off for Job? They're making a sub as well. They're doing that Randall for Forshaw at the same time. And it's Barr coming off. Barr is coming off for Job. What do we think of that as a change? Who did you say the Riggs coming on for there? Riggs coming on as well, but we had no graphics on the screen, so I'm not sure who Riggs come on for. Equa and Barr coming off. I mean, let's see. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure I'd have took Equa off. I think he was doing very well at the time. So we'll see. Mr. Rigg getting some good game time here. I'd have liked to have seen what Mundell can do. But this is what we've got. Plymouth with it now. Long ball forward. Ballard cuts out the dangerous ball out to Hume. Hume cuts it back into Dan Neil. We are halfway inside the Sunderland half. Puts it out left now. And it's Job with his first touches of the game. He's got Yelder with him, but he turns back, gives it to 09 to Neil. Neil to Job. Job with it now. He's got Clark with him on the left. Instead, he tries to cut it through, does get it through to Rusin, who is on the way back, though. Ends up with Hume. Looped forward to Rusin, who finds him in the box. Rusin trying to find space. Ends up running out of the box towards Roberts. Puts a stray pass past him. Roberts manages to pick him up. Gets as far as Hume. Back to Neil. Neil out left to Yelder. Yelder. Powerful ball forward to Clark. Clark's got men all over his back being pulled down. Nothing given by the referee, and Plymouth come away with it. Only as far as Rigg, who gets a great tackle in. Is that Rigg? No, that's Neil. Sorry, Neil with the tackle. Difficult to see. Job there with it now, making a run on this far side. Step overs. Has a random shot and scores! He comes on and scores! Oh, 3-1. Pagas, is it? Oh, we were questioning whether he should come on, and he shuts us all up by coming on the pitch and scoring. Absolutely superb. Get in! That means he's going to be starting the next game. No. But great goal there. Superb goal by Joe. We'll look for the replay shortly. I'm just going to edit the bottom banner. Save that. Show that. 3-1 to Sunderland getting. Job makes a great run down this left-hand side. He's got two players. He does a little step over, cuts in. Great shot. Finds the very top right-hand corner of the goal. No keeper was going to be stopping that. It was just intuitive. Didn't even look. Just instinct. I mean, that was a superb goal. He saw Clark's and thought, hang on, son. I'll do one better. Wow. What a team we have at the moment. If they can just start gelling more like this, we'd be unstoppable. Superb. Every game I want to see it, Job. Not just one. Ian Wilkinson told you Job was great. Yeah, we won't scroll up here. We'll both go with that. We both said Job should be on the pitch. Yeah. Game of two halves or what? Definitely Paggard. Definitely. Paggard. I want to say that's better. Beal logic, Joe's scored, now we'll be on the bench next game. No, to be fair, he started to learn, I think, slight. I mean, Ooh, I dare say it. I'm starting to have a bit of faith in him. So let's get back to the game. Text yellow goal. What? Okay. I think that was supposed to be a emoji, but wasn't. Clark comes away with it now. He's got some advantage here from a foul, and he gets taken down again. Plymouth getting desperate here. Yellow card being shown to the Plymouth player, Giabi, whatever he's called. It was a free kick, I think. Was taken of a moving ball, so I think it's coming back here. That 60-minute rest done in the world of gods, yeah. But is that the type of player he is, Conrad? Is that the type of player he is? Is he going to be 20 minutes on and off you go? Oh, here we go. Mundle coming on for Roberts. Let's see what this kid's got. Mundle is coming on for Roberts, 69 minutes in. Roberts done superb in this game. Superb to see his fitness back, him back on form, doing what he does best. Absolute causing havoc for defenders. Free kick here to Sunderland once we get it started again. Job stood over it. No big free kick. It's just going to be a tap out, I think. Yeah, it is. To the right here to Hume. Hume to Mundle. His first touch of the game. Back to Hume. There you go. He's kicked it once. He's amazing. We don't know yet. 09 to Yelder on the left-hand side. Plymouth side trying to put a bit of pressure on Sunderland here. Ball comes forward. Plymouth knock it out. It's a Sunderland throw on the far side. Who's watching this? What number's on Rig's shirt? I can't see where he is. Throw now to 09 to Ballard. Ballard in the centre here. He's got options to the left and right of him, and he goes to the right to Hume. Back to Ballard. Plymouth getting some high pressure on. Gets it through to Neil. Neil in the centre now, making a run forward. 37, I believe, Rig is on there. Is that 37? I can't see. Ball left now with Clark. Clark cutting into the box. Tries to deliver one into the centre. It goes... It bobbles across everybody. Nobody gets to it, but a Plymouth player puts it out, and it's a Sunderland corner. Beale's a genius, says Paggard. Oh, this is going to be fun. I tell you what, you need to tune in for our next couple of shows on SAFC Fan TV because, oh, there's going to be some debates. Oh, it's going to be fun. Sunderland corner here now. Delivered low and hard. Plymouth head to it, goes straight out for another corner. "62 people tuned in, listening to me rabbit on about this game. Much appreciated. We are 71 minutes in. It is 3-1 to Sunderland. Would you believe? I said 3-1. Somebody go back to the very beginning. I'm sure I said 3-1 or 3-2. But either way, I said 3. I called this. I called it. It's your sign that you must subscribe to this channel and you must watch every video we make. Doing a great job, Paggard. Thanks. Much appreciated, Paggard. I am trying my best. Subs coming on now for Plymouth. Miller going off. And someone else coming on. Sousa. Yeah. And Mumba is coming off, which I'm glad of because he had the pace. Sorininia or someone coming on. I'm no good with names. Terrible with names. Get my banner printed out again. What banner are you talking about, Ian? I don't know what you're talking about. It's round here somewhere. It's just in half. In Beale we trust. Oh, I said it. Right, Plymouth kickoff on the left-hand side now. Trying to get a long ball forward. Great pressure there from Sunderland, keeping him boxed in. And it goes out for a Sunderland throw on this right-hand side, halfway inside the Plymouth half. Feeling the pressure here, Plymouth definitely. Sunderland got a lot more confidence about them. Throw here to Rig. Rig with a man on his back manages to get away. Gets it away to Neil. Neil to Job. Job in the centre now. Turning back. Gives it to 09. 09 to Ballard. Ballard's got options out to his right with Hume. Gives it to Hume. Hume into Rig. Rig to 09. 09 out to Yelder now on the left-hand side. Some great passing. That's what we like to see. Long ball forward for Jack Clark. Jack Clark picks it up on the run. He's got one man in front of him, one right behind him in the centre of the box. Oh, the player slides down. Jack Clark goes to the... You cannot call that a free kick. Is it an offside call? I'm hoping it's an offside call. No way. He never even touched him. That is a ridiculous call. Those expats need these streams. Where are you watching from, Paggard? Where are you watching from? I did ask at the beginning, but I'm not sure you're in. Slight 176 said a Mundle hat-trick incoming. Let's see. 6 would be a lovely score. We are 74 minutes in nearly, and it's Sunderland 3, Plymouth 1. 57 people watching the stream. Make sure you get your opinions, your comments, and everything into the chat. And we'll try and pick up any comments, interesting talking points in our next couple of shows on the channel. Another one, Canada. Excellent. We've got a couple of fans in Canada. So, yeah, whereabouts are you? Sunderland thrown out on the far side. I've got a frog in my throat. I do apologise. Yelder with it, cuts in, gives it to Neil. Neil with the ball, puts it to the right. It's Mundle on this ball now. Not seen much of Mundle yet. He's not done anything wrong, but he's not done anything majorly impressive yet. So the jury is still out. Neil, Yelder puts the ball back to 09. It's a bit of a bad pass. Luckily, nobody's on 09, so he goes back and manages to pick it up. Back into Neil in the centre. Neil tries to find a ball through to Rusin. Unfortunately, gets cut out. Put back only as far as Ballard. What is going on? Offside call on Rusin. Alberta. Lovely. I never think that's going to happen, Conrad Tanker. I never think we're going to cruise any game. I've only got grey hair because of this football team. Sunderland throw now halfway inside our own half. Pressure from Plymouth. They managed to dispossess us straight after the throw. Good battling from Dan Neil. Both calling for it. It's given as a goal kick. Excellent. Sister lives in Calgary. I've been to Calgary. I've seen the Calgary Flames. Goal kick here now at Sunderland, but the EFL cameraman wants to look at the stadium lights. So we don't know what's happening all the way up until the point a long ball's going forward and picked up in the centre by Job to Jack Clark on the left. Clark with a man straight on him. One of the subs has come on just to monitor Clark, I think. Comes back here now. It's with Ballard. Ballard to Hume. Hume was pointing ahead of him there, but he receives it anyway. It's Rigg getting pulled down on the ball there. Good muscle by Rigg. It's a Sunderland free kick. Great holding off there by Rigg. Gets thrown to the floor. He knows what the game's all about. Can't get into hockey, Mike. You know what? I can't watch it on telly. It bores me when I watch it on telly. But going seeing it live, we've got the Blackburn Hawks down the road from me. So as the kids get a bit older, I'm going to take them for a few games because it's a great experience live. We can talk about this because there's just a sub going on at the moment. Ashley Phillips off, and why do you have to have a name? I'm never going to Plaguziolo. Somebody else on. There we go. Plymouth Argyle sub. Throw taken. Mundle picked it up on this right hand side. Back to Ballard to 09. Plymouth trying desperately to get into this high pressure here on the Sunderland players. Yelder to Clark. Is that Clark on the left? Yes, Clark getting pulled down on the left, and it's a free kick. Pulled his shirt all over the place. Clark takes a quick free kick. Let the cameraman catch up. Almost finds Mundle on this right-hand side. He just outstretched, couldn't quite get it. It's a Plymouth throw halfway inside the Plymouth half on the near side. 2 Too many subs in ice. Yeah, line changes, isn't it, in ice hockey? I'm a Leafs fan. I studied in Toronto in the 90s. Nice. Oh, Neil making a run through, gets taken down. To be fair, it was a good tackle. He just went down like a oak tree. Long ball forward from Plymouth, trying to find their run. 09 had it covered. It comes all the way nicely into Patterson's hands. Patterson rolls it out to Yelder on the left-hand side. Yelder now got loads of options. Slowing this game down now, I think Sunderland trying to maintain possession. Dan Neil outright to Hume. Hume with it, telling somebody to come closer on this right-hand side. He puts the ball through to Mundle. Mundle's offside on the run. He would have been one-on-one with the keeper there, but the offside's called quite early on. The thoughts there, the ideas there. We just need to time for these new players to gel. Mundle playing the furthest forward here, putting pressure onto the keeper for Plymouth, who fly the ball forward only as far as 09. Bit of tennis back and forth here now. Plymouth with possession all the way back with their keeper. Let's get back on it. We've only got 10 minutes to go. Too much ice hockey talk. Excuse me. Plymouth with it now. It goes out. That's got to be a Sunderland throw, but the ref has given it Plymouth's way. Clearly couldn't see the angle we saw. And again, the AFL cameraman just goes to a random bit of the crowd. Right. Plymouth throw. Knocked on. Two heads from Plymouth. Ends up at 09's feet, who does a looping ball forward. Back and forth with the Plymouth players. Back with the Plymouth centre-back. All the way back to their keeper. Rusin putting the pressure on this time. Long ball forward. Finds their player 09. Great to it. Manages to save the day. Ballard coming back to save Patterson, who was coming off his line miles again. Whoa, something's going on with the communication here. Patterson is not with it. Ends up as a throw to Plymouth in line with the penalty area on this near side. No, me neither, Ian. Me neither. He looked good in the youth game I watched him in the other day. The Youth FA Cup one. Plymouth take it all the way back to their centre-backs, trying to draw Sunderland out here to get their counter-attacking opportunity. But misplaced pass puts it out right between the two dugouts for a Sunderland throw on the halfway line. Beale's got his hands out of his pockets. He's yelling instructions. He's shouting. He's turning into a manager, everybody. Amazing. Ballard back to 09. 09. Furthest player back at the moment, out to Yelder on the left. Yelder loops a ball forward, trying to find either Job or Clark. Hits the middle and ends up with a Plymouth player. Argyle with it now. Their long ball forward, trying to find their player on the left-hand side. Neil manages to pick it up between him and Hume. Mundle trying to get the tackle in. Takes the ball off him, making a run, and gets fouled off the ball. No call there from the ref. I think he got the ball first, but he did go over like a sack of spuds. But nothing's called. Sunderland still in possession here. Neil over to Yelder on the left-hand side. Clark with it now. Clark's got a man straight on his back, trying to run past 1-2. Gets it out to Hume on the right-hand side. Hume's got Rusin and Mundle with him. Hume to Mundle. Back to Hume on the right-hand side. Hume pushed down, tackled. No call for a foul at all there. Ref's very lenient with this one. Plymouth's ball forward comes to nothing and goes out for a throw. $55 people in the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like. I'd love to get to over 100 likes before the end of this. And if you play the away and play lottery, the winning numbers are on the screen. First place won 158. There you go. Hope you're a winner. Clark back to Job. Job with it now. Just keeping possession to Yelder. Yelder back to 09. 09 to Yelder. Yelder losing out there a bit. Makes up for it with a slide in. Keeps the ball, retains it. Bellingham picks it up in the centre, making a run. Has a long, hard, low shot from distance. Keeper was comfortable to save that one. And Ian's won the lottery. Get in, Ian. We are looking for channel sponsors, so if you'd like to send some of that money over this way. Excellent. The fog has come right down thick now for this last 10 minutes. Honestly, it's like a blur in the centre of the pitch. Sunderland managed to pick it up. What's going on? Late call there by the referee. Looks like a foul. Is it by Jack Clark? Oh, they clashed legs, man. Yeah, he's called it for the Job tackle, not for the Clark one. But Clark can't get booked for that. It was just a knocking of shins. Plymouth free kick here now, 84 minutes into this game. Sunderland 3, Plymouth Argyle 1. Short free kick, passing it amongst themselves, trying to find a way through. Sunderland staying tight here. That's what we like to see, not switching off. Mundell putting the pressure on this far right-hand side. Long ball forward. Stray ball is, a bit of a clash between Rigg and Neil there. Bit of a miscommunication. Sunderland luckily come away with the ball at the end of that. Yelder with it now. Back to 09. 09's got Ballard with him. Passes Ballard and goes to Hume. Hume on the right-hand side. Hume tries to find Rusin in the middle. Totally misjudged that pass. Ends up with a Plymouth player. Gets it forward. Plymouth coming forward on the attack now on the right-hand side. They've got two with them. Good pressure from Sunderland. Stray ball ends up with 09 to Job. Jobs takes it away comfortably. That's it. Great play by Sunderland, not buckling under that pressure. 1-2 with Jack Clark on this left-hand side. Oh, but it's just put a bit too much legs on it, and Job couldn't pick it up in the far corner. It's gone out for a Plymouth throw. It's all my... It's clearing off, but just when you get that back shot of the entire pitch, you can see the fog down on the top. It's like a 90s nightclub, that settle of smoke that used to be in there. Do you remember? Mundell absolutely mullered their player there and just ran over the top of him. It was a short ball out to the left, and he just kept running and just backed into him. I don't think he got booked for that, but yeah, it was pretty careless, but shows his age. He's only youth, isn't he? He's only young. Plymouth, free kick. 2/3 into their half. Goalkeeper taking it. Big free kick forward. Trying to find players. Dan Neils rises to it, gets the head, ends up with Plymouth on this left-hand side. Cluster of players, and Rigg comes away with the ball. Rigg gets it through to Dan Neil in the centre. Dan Neil's got player either side of him, but he makes the run and pushes past them and gets taken down. Got to be a card that from the substitute Sorinola. Dan Neil clutching his leg here. Don't think it's anything sinister. He is clutching the back of his calf, so maybe an impact, that's all. Blue card. Right. Just sorting out what's going on with Dan Neil here. This could be just clever play for a bit of time wasting, which I think it is. He's hobbling a bit, but he's all right. Excuse me. 56 people in the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Looks like we've got another sub coming up here. Looks like Ashish is coming on. And he is replacing 15. Rusin. It's an unusual change. We're taking off all strikers. I assume he's going to push Job up there, maybe. I don't think Ashish will come straight on into that position. I think he'll probably push Job forward. looks like that's what's happening here. Trying to take the free kick, waiting for the whistle. Ball out right now to Hume. Ashish gets his first touch. Back to Hume. Back to Ashish. Ashish into Mundle. Mundle picks it up. Some great passing into play. Pressure on the Mundle. He gets away with the ball. Runs all the way. Gets the ball back to 09. To Yelder on the left. Yelder to Clark. Clark with it. Back to Yelder. Yelder. Back to 09. All the way back to Patterson. Pressure coming from Plymouth Argyle, and the keeper gets a long ball forward, trying to find Mundle, almost does. Drops nicely for Job. Job gets a looping kick to it, trying to find Mundle again, but Plymouth managed to cut that out and get it forward again for their player. Ballard looks to have this covered, and he does, and he puts it out for a Plymouth Argyle throw on this near side in line with our penalty area. Sousa for Plymouth Argyle. Going to take this throw now. Looking for his options. You take your time, son. No rush at all. You take your time. Absolutely fine. Eventually decides to throw it to somebody. Pressure from Sunderland here. Great tackle there by Job. It looked like they put it out, though. It should be a Sunderland ball. Are they calling that free kick? It should be a throw-in, but the refs give a corner, I believe. Yep, it went left of the stick. Yeah, he's give a corner when it should be a throw. Oh, this is, again, championship quality referees. This is what you get. You get what you pay for. Foggy scenes at the Stadium of Light. 89 minutes, just about to roll over to 90 minutes. Plymouth Argyle corner taken. Head loops over everybody. It looks like it's going to go out again for a Plymouth Argyle. Well, nope, they keep it in. And it goes out for a corner again. Some good defence. Back-to-back corners here from Plymouth Argyle. 6 minutes of added time at the Stadium of Light. We're set up here for this corner again. Everyone's back. Nearly everyone's back. Looping ball in, cut straight out. Rigg looked like to put a foot through that and gets it away. Mundle running on for it, looking to try and get something out of this. He was running with absolute pace and determination, looking up and not at the players in front of him, and bounced off both of them like a pinball. He's got some pace as this Mundle, but let's wait to see if he has something about him other than that. I'm glad he's not on the pitch when Mumba's on. Mumba Mundle. I'll be mixing them up galore. Okay, Hume with it now on the right-hand side. Sunderland just want to retain possession at this point. And we lose it as he tries to get fine Mundle. 3-on-2 here with the Plymouth Argyle attack. Cuts into the centre. Instead of controlling it in a touch, takes it by Hardy, takes it straight into Patterson's hands. Safe from the keeper, who will now take his time to distribute this. It was a great run. It was 3-on-2, but the pass, the delivery that came across to Hardy was way too high, and it was at that midsection height. Your chance of controlling that is slim, especially on the run. After all the replays, we are suddenly on a Plymouth Argyle throw-in on the far side, inside our half. No idea how these things happen. The cameramen are just pants. Plymouth with it now, looking to find a way through on the left. Cut out by Hume. Goes back though and deflects to the Plymouth, who have it on the left now. Could deliver one in centre. Hume gets a great tackle in last ditch, and it goes out for a throw to Plymouth Argyle on this left-hand side. I think it's a throw. The ref could give a corner again. You never know with this guy. But it is a throw. It looks like he's setting up for that. Quick throw taken down, and it's come out to the far right. Plymouth gone all the way back to the centre circle. Dangerous ball. Oh, and it was one-on-one there, and we could have run away with that, but we never did. And it's gone out again for another Plymouth throw on this near side. It's going to be scrappy now. Told you, Whittaker crap. It's definitely going to be scrappy now for this last 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes. Plymouth just pumping the ball forward, hoping somebody get the end of it, and they do. It's Patterson on the end of it. Safely picked out the air with one hand by Patterson. Needs to get it away, needs to avoid a card. Time wasting himself. Drops it though. Long ball forward with his left foot. Finds Job. Job gets his head to it to Alshish. Alshish gets a head forward. It dinks and it drops for Clark, who's got two people around him, absolutely kicking the living bejesus out of him. Plymouth end up walking away with it down this left-hand side. Gets past Hume, puts a foot out, almost trips him, but he's going to deliver one into the centre. It gets cut out there by Neil, who smoothly turns and takes it away and gives it out to the left here to Clark. Clark with it now, taking his time, slowing the game down, showing his professionalism there to Yelder. Yelder puts it out right to Hume. Hume to Alshish, back to Hume. Pressure now coming in from Plymouth Argyle. Ballard with the ball to 09. 09 to Yelder. Yelder forward to Clark. Clark with a man on his back every single time, getting pulled to the ground. Free kick given this time. Dan Neil, man of the match for me, says Ian. Oh. Job goes for the header and gets backed into and does a whole flip over the top of unpronounceable Pleggy. I'm going to call him Pleggy. Does a little handstand, almost goes into the wheelbarrow pose and lands on his back. Superb. 95 minutes in. 1 minute left of added time. Sunderland 3, Plymouth Argyle 1. I called it at the start of the stream. Don't believe me, at the end, go back and watch the whole thing again, and you'll see. Hume to Alshish. Alshish on the right-hand side, one-on-one, getting absolutely pulled, and the foul goes in Plymouth Argyle's favour. Unusual. Supposed to give the attacking player the benefit of the doubt, I believe. Doesn't seem to be the case in this game. Clark up there for man of the match, says Conrad. He's backed off a bit the last 10-15 minutes, Clark, but I agree he's definitely been influential in this one. Ballard. 09. Great turn there by 09. Loses possession and gets taken down there. Comes to nothing. It's a Sunderland free kick. I think 09's been really good, to be fair. Paggard is at full time. We are at 96 minutes. The clock is still ticking. I assume this kick is the last kick of the game. There we go. That is all she wrote. Sunderland 3, Plymouth Argyle 1. I called it at the beginning. I said possibly 3-2, but 3-1 was my initial call. So there you go. Reasons to tune in to watch the stream is I'll tell you the score at the beginning. Don't hold me to that. So we'll give it 5-10 minutes for final thoughts, and we'll see if any of our SAFC Fan TV friends could join us for a last-minute review. But yeah, if not, then we'll end in about 10 minutes' time. So, good crack, good win, top 6. Yep, nice one, Ian. Everyone else that's joined and watched and tuned in, make sure you hit like. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you subscribed. There's a membership option as well. It's only $1.99 a month, and you know you can have all the super chat and all the stuff like that. It's wonderful. There's no reasons not to be a member at $1.99 a month. It's a bargain. Conrad Lee, cheers, Mike. Class commentary of today's game. Yes, I'm trying. I will get better. I will improve with time. Wait till I've got my studio set up. What do we think of that? Let me know now in the comments who your man of the match was for that game. What your thoughts are on Beale after that game. Have they changed or are they changing? That's the question. Obviously, when Beale first came in, everyone was on his back. I tried to say, whoa, It's not that bad. Look at these stats, and tried to sing his praises a bit and trust in him. I quickly fell off that wagon, but I'm starting to climb back on. Pete Lashley says, cheers. Thank you for joining us, Pete. The appreciation is all for you guys, not for me. 3-1. At 1-0 down, I thought it was going to be one of those streams again. I really did. I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to try and not look depressed for 90 minutes. But we came back. Is that what it's going to take every game? Going 1-0 down? I don't know. I do not know. Come on, guys. Get your man of the match comments in. There's 59 of you in here. Let me know what you think. Thank you for the stream, says Viv73. I appreciate you joining. 7 out of 9 points from Beale. Yes, excellent. But what a run of fixtures we have coming up. This is the thing. Can he continue this kind of form? Into the if he put a run together now, I think he'd restore faith a lot. We've got Huddersfield, we've got Birmingham, we've got Swansea. Swansea's at home, but it's always been a bit of a bogey team. But 2 away games. Then we've got Swansea, Norwich, Leicester. There's no easy games in this league. No easy games. QPR, Cardiff, it just goes on and on. I literally cannot see an easy game coming up at all. Leeds still in there to be played. West Brom. Madness. Madness. What's the point situation? Can we still get an automatic promotion spot with an amazing run? I do not know. 49 people still here. Why have I not got 49 suggestions for man of the match? Come on. I'm not telling you mine because I'm saving that for a Thursday night show or possibly Monday. Depends when we go live next. I'll go on the air. Conrad, are you about for a post-game chinwag while people are still here? I will just put out the feelers. I don't like being described as outside noise, so no, I will never like Beale. Yes, he's got some terrible comments. His press conferences have been better recently. I think he's had a PR guy train him up. So, on what to say. 56 watching, 56 likes. Is that the case? I don't know what the likes are on. Let me have a look here on the old telephone. Oh, I can't see it on the admin for this. No idea. Let's have a look. Thank you all for joining me anyway. If nobody's joining in the comments, if we're not having a chat, then I'll definitely be closing it off soon because I need to eat. I need to eat. John, 57 watching, 58 likes. So make sure, I assume all of you have liked. That's why there's so many. So I appreciate that. But if you've not, then do. This has been a great experience with her. What a turnaround, says Topsy T. Definitely. And it didn't take us till the last 10 minutes. We actually did it with plenty of time to spare and go on and get the winner and get a comfortable third goal. Good effort today from the lads. Can we take that form, though, Topsy, into the away games? 2 away games coming up, Huddersfield and Birmingham. So it's a hell of a string of games to now try and pull that run forward. But Beale, in my eyes, is starting to redeem himself. Greatest comeback since Lazarus. Is that the team or is that Beale? That's the question. Let's have a look at the tables as they stand. Is that live? I don't think that's live. Yes, Sunderland. We are in 6th as it stands with 47 points. That's only 2 points away from West Brom, 3 points away from Ipswich, both of which have a game in hand over us. Southampton are winning 5-3. Jeez. Wow. Huddersfield taking a drumming from Southampton. They are 21st. That bodes well for us going there for an away game, hopefully to improve our away form. That would be awesome. Yeah. Unreal results. 45 people here. 5 minutes to let me know your thoughts for the game, and then we'll be jumping off. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing with that one. It's been a while since I've done a commentary on a game. It's been such a nice result. Don't have to struggle to find positives. It means it'll be a positive show on Thursday, which is always good. Nothing worse than doing a Thursday night live after a loss. Southampton took Ross Stewart. Okay. Is he playing? He's still injured. I don't know. Must be still injured. He's not even on the bench there. Constantly injured, that lad. Right, let me just stop this crowd. Shh. There we go. That's better. Right. 46 people in the stream. Much appreciated. Ross Stewart has been carried into the Premier without kicking a ball. Well, do you think he'll get an appearance in the Premier League, though? Do you think he's done? I mean, I think we got rid of him at the right time for an awesome price, to be fair. That, at the time, I wasn't too happy about, but now looks like a great piece of business, to be fair. Because can you imagine have had him for this long and he's still not played? Ugh, that would have done my head in. Let's have a look. Yeah. I'll put that on the screen. Let's go to Stephen Clark that said that Ross Stewart has been carried into the Premier without kicking a ball. Slight 176 says, just a shame we haven't reinvested. But, I mean, we have, technically. If you look at the players we've brought in, it's been reinvested, but just not in a bulk like we expect. I'm not sure what we got for the other players that were outgoing, but yeah, the investment strategy is interesting. We'll have to see. If we sell Clark for 30, 40 million, something ridiculous like that, and then there's no reinvestment in the team, then the fans will have a reason to kick off. Right. I'm going to end it here because I don't want to take anything away from our post-game shows and our Monday night lives and our Thursday night lives, where we'll discuss all these results and the upcoming fixtures. So, again, one last time, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can follow me. I'm going to plug myself shamelessly because that's what I'm allowed to do at the end of this. These are my two channels. That's at Black Cats Nation. They're both very small YouTube channels, just on the up. So if you go over, like and subscribe on all of them videos as well, I will be eternally grateful. That's obviously the Sunderland one. This one is if you wear a tinfoil hat at the weekend like I do. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. Much appreciated. And I will see you all, hopefully, in the match review shows coming up this week.